This is elbow joint 3.0. This must-have model is perfect when you need an extra arm around the kitchen, when you're working, when you need some motivation, and when you are studying. This arm comes with flexion and extension and newly added movements such as pronation and supination. More about the mechanics of the elbow 3.0, starting with a true hinge joint made up from the trochlea and the trochlear notch, making the humeral ulnar joint, as well as a humeral radial joint made from the capitulum and radial head. This is classified as a pseudojoint, as there is no true articulation when gliding over the ulna. Next up, we have the radial head and the radial notch of ulna that makes up the superior radial ulnar joint, a gliding joint. Made with premium materials only, the bones are made from high-quality Dollarama clay and Costco paper towel rolls. For our muscles, we use all new material felt as well as more clay, all hand-painted with the best generic school paint. Ligaments are attached with Velcro for easy reattachment when looking at deeper structures. Ligaments are cut to size from yellow construction paper, and to hold everything up, leftover dowels found in the garage. Every model is handcrafted to ensure all details like the coronoid fossa, olecranon fossa, deltoid tuberosity, intertrabecular groove, trochlea, and capitulum were all included. We can't forget about the stars of the show, which include bicep brachii, brachiradialis with brachiradialis tendons, brachialis with brachialis tendons, tricep brachii, pronator teres with pronator teres tendons. That's not all. With this arm, we provide an all-inclusive ligament set with radial-collateral ligament, ulnar collateral ligament, annular ligament, and the articular capsule. We ensure all our features are correct. Brachiradialis originates on the lateral supracondylar ridge and inserts at the lateral distal radial styloid. This would be responsible for the flexion of the forearm at the humeral ulnar joint. Next, we have a brachialis originating on the distal half of the anterior side of the humerus and inserts on the ulnar tuberosity. This muscle is responsible for the flexion of the forearm at the humeral ulnar joint. The pronator teres originates on the medial epicondyle of the humerus and inserts right on the mid-lateral surface of the radius. This way, it can pronate the forearm at the radial ulnar joints. Lastly, the bicep brachii and the tricep brachii tendons are each sold separately. However, when building, you can find the bicep origin on the supraglenoid tubercle and coracoid process, and the inserts on the radial tuberosity, and the tricep brachii on the infraglenoid tubercle and posterior humeral superior and inferior radial group, to finally attach to the olecranon tuberosity. We can't forget about the ligaments. The ulnar collateral ligament of the arm originates anterior inferior surface of the medial epicondyle and joins the ulna to the humerus. This is to prevent any valgus forces during flexion and extension. The radial collateral ligament is a triangular shape that attaches to the lateral epicondyle of the humerus and at the other end attaches to the lateral part of the annular ligament. And of course, this is to resist varus force during flexion and extension. Lastly, the annular ligament wraps around the radial head, attaching to the radial notch of the ulna. This is to stabilize the radial head during supination and pronation.